Hello and welcome back to Animal Crossing. Today we have Axel and Raymond interacting. I think Raymond's just visiting because of the hotel, but yeah. We're back on Animal Crossing. I haven't been on in a few weeks, but I was hoping to get some building done, hopefully maybe establish the aesthetic a little bit more. But yeah, I kind of wanted to do like a speed build video or speed island development video. I don't know exactly what I want to work on, but I did have to play on a Sunday, obviously. The fireworks show starts at 7, so hopefully we are done in time to watch the beginning, or we just work through it. Either way, I'm fine with it. So this is basically what I did the last time we were on. I did this little entrance for us. Oh god, I never refixed this. My bad. Yeah, this is looking mid, but of course we're gonna upgrade as we progress in the game. I just have to progress in the game, basically. Right now I'm gonna go check if we have another fence recipe, and then maybe we could farm materials. Okay, bamboo and zen, and we don't even have enough nook miles, so we're just gonna have to progress. Something I want to do is A, collect materials, and then B, replant the trees I have. Whether that be make like an orchard right now, that would be pretty fun, I guess. But I just need to do that so we have enough like wooden stuff to actually build things that I have recipes for. But yeah, this is what we did in the last episode. I do need to fix this and find a custom design to go under there. I actually completely forgot, so maybe I shall do that. But yeah. Maybe I think I do want to start building out this area because I wanted to kind of outline these fences on the outside with mountains and make it look like grandiose and beautiful. So I do want to do that. Maybe. Wow, that's who we found in the last video, or I don't know if it was the last video or the video before that. I'm hoping somebody wants to move out because that would make it a little more interesting, but I also don't have nook miles, so I don't know how interesting that would be. But yeah, I'm glad we have at least a flat island to work with. I do want to do something over at the secret beach because I do love the area. And I also love keeping the back of the island flat just so you can get onto like the rock ledges, because I really love those. I do want to eventually make a rock garden on this island. I feel like that would be very fun. Shino! I love Shino! Yeah, aesthetic wise, I still don't know what I'm going for with this island. I know I just wanted to keep it like plain, or like plain in the sense of like the beginning of Animal Crossing, like when you first start the game. I don't even know if I can get custom designs, so let me just like, I can't promise anything. Maybe I just flip this because it's kind of what I'm thinking of. I don't know what I'll do, but yeah, right now I'm gonna get started on building these mountains and I'll talk to you in a second. Hello, I'm back on the mic. This is how I used to record my Animal Crossing videos, so this is kind of fun for me. And I low-key don't know if you're able to pick up the background noise. This was low-key a bad, bad choice of scenery for me to be filming this voice recording in, but I'm right in my backyard, which is like right in front of a road, so there low-key is cars going by, but I hope you can't hear them, or I hope you don't mind. It's kind of like I'm just sitting outside and I just am thinking. I'm letting my consciousness flow. I'm kind of not watching the screen, so I apologize for not referencing it sooner, but I'll try to keep an eye on it now. But yeah, just putting a lot of nature items in my inventory just so when I build this cliff up, when I'm up there, I'm able to place these items down and get like a grasp as to what I want it to look like. That's kind of how I like to build. So I don't know, if you're struggling to build cliffs or whatever, like filler area, definitely give this a look-see. I've built a lot of islands on this channel, so you might as well just go back and look at all those videos. Because I would say, like, especially when I was more dedicated to this game, I put so much thought and effort into every island I did, but I'm just so busy. It's honestly draining, and I'm glad that I've been posting twice a week, but I'm sorry I've not been getting out the content like as, I don't know, as what is it, like with as much vigor as I used to, because I used to be just so passionate about it, but it was because I just had nothing else to do. So it was like my day-to-day life, which was pretty calm, school, which was calm, and then YouTube, which I just had like so much time to, I don't know, sort into that. But now my classes are so much harder for some reason. I'm taking 4 classes right now, and they're like accelerated, so I have like 2 weeks left of classes now. I'm so fucking relieved. Oh my god, I just want to be done, and then I start school again in October, so you know, I get like a good month off. But I don't know, I'm gonna be grateful for that month. Hopefully I can find an apartment in that month. That's just how life works at this point. Now that I'm out of college, even though I'm doing another degree, I'm technically not going to college for that one, but I'm hopefully going to be more stable with my routine and be able to put more passion into these like games, because at the end of the day, I really do like playing video games. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't, obviously. I don't think anyone who isn't passionate about it could do it, if that makes sense, because it's a lot of effort, but it's like not like effort where it's taking energy out of your body. It's just like thinking effort, mental effort, which I feel like that's the part of video games that I actually like. You get to exercise like some mental bones that you don't usually get to exercise, but it's not like any sort of pressure. It's just like having fun, being you. Anyway, this really is bringing me back to the good old days. I would literally just like finish editing my videos. They'd literally be like an hour, like 45 minutes to an hour long, and I would just sit and record these voiceovers, and it would be endless. Like I would try to keep talking for like that amount of time with no cuts, and of course sometimes there was obviously cuts, or like I would say too many times, so I'd go cut it out. But that is something I do wonder. Let me know in the comments if that bothers you, because I'm willing to cut it out because I used to, but at this point nobody said anything. Boy, nobody comments on my videos, but like I don't really care. I'd be posting them just for the views, because I want to entertain, if that makes sense. But feel free to engage down below. I don't care, and I'm never gonna judge. So I really like the comments. The few that I get, I cherish. But yeah, here I am building out this cliff. I think I was listening to it was like Paige Camerlin and Trevi Moran. They posted videos today, so I just had those rolling in the back. That's mainly why I didn't do like a camera live voice for this video. A, because I wanted to speed build. B, because I just wanted to stim while I was building, and honestly that's the beauty of it. I'm probably going to get medicated soon. I don't know what for. Maybe diagnosis will be private, but I'm just gonna assume it's ADHD. So if I do get medicated for that, I'll let you know, and then I'll do like, oh, here's what I notice is different, because right now I'm just functioning barely. Like I waited until like 5 p.m. to film this. Mind you, I stopped class. I have not done anything since 12:10 p.m. What? It took me all day to like actually go do what I said I was going to do, even though this was a completely free day of mine. And that's just like, that's not even a proper like look into how bad it is. That's like that was me being good, honestly. Like that was not a bad day. Like a bad day for me is like I'll have a blank day where I need to do work. No, I can't even give like a good example, because like that's just not real. It's kind of just like anything could be happening and it just won't be done, just because I'm like, I really struggle with that. And I struggle with remembering. I struggle with completing tasks, except for when it's like due the day of, or like in a few hours, then I'll do it. But like other than that, good luck getting that done. But yeah. Anyway, I digress. I had to end that recording because my neighbor came out and I was a little embarrassed. But then I realized I'm kind of talking quiet enough to where I don't even think anyone can hear me, so it doesn't really matter. But I mean, other than the fact that my microphone is the same one I use in my videos, so it's a little obnoxious, I don't really care, but I'm just gonna finish this up. Anyway, I am building off this cliff. I was actually having a fun time doing this. I was filled with dread trying to complete this task, but I did it. I love it. And now I'm sitting outside observing the world around me. And one thing about the place I went to college in, it was Santa Barbara, California. Here is the announcement. I am an alumni of UC Santa Barbara. It was honestly amazing. But one thing I miss about that place in particular was the weather. I literally do not think there is ever going to be a place that has as good of weather as Santa Barbara has. It's just so insane. And then especially going to that college, I would recommend it 100 out of 10 times. You're literally right next to the beach, especially if you live in Isla Vista, which is like the little town right next to the campus. You are sub 10 minutes away from the beach. There's even a street called DP Del Playa where you can just live oceanside, and it's honestly, I mean, look at the oceanside rent anywhere else. Like, it's low-key cheap in IV because it's college students. Like, I don't know, there's obviously like negative and positives. I am kind of like glossing over those, but it was just such a unique experience. Like, I am just so blessed to have had that. But at the same time, I think I went over this in my video, like why I've been gone for a year, but I've never had such poor mental health, and I guess that's the only way I like paid my dues. Poor mental health and bad grades, but the best people I've ever met, the best social life I've ever had, the best like terrain I've ever been in. I've never been that independent, blah blah blah. Got my first job. It was just amazing. And I think 2 years was enough for me as a transfer. I do not wish I was there any longer as a student. But what I was saying to my friend is like, Santa Barbara is just the most beautiful place I've ever been, but I now associate it with all of those like, nuanced memories. So I don't think I could ever live there again, but it's just like, I'm glad that I got to that once. But low-key, I am going to be striving for that for the rest of my life. So if you know any places like Santa Barbara, California, let me know. And it has to be in California because I low-key don't want to move out of California anytime soon. I am excited to be living in LA for the next couple years, or maybe just a year. I don't know. I was literally just talking to my sister about that. I was like, I guess I didn't realize, like, I'm not picking somewhere to live forever. I'm just picking somewhere to live right now. Like, I don't have to live anywhere for that long. I'm not going to be paying like a crazy 3-month lease, because now that I'm getting into like renting an apartment, and people really do just get like 3-month leases, and they spend like $4,000 a month because they like upcharge them for like a short lease. I just think that's crazy. But I'm fine with living like a few places every year, if that makes sense. No, wait. A few places every couple years. So like, does that make sense? Like, if I move every year, if I move every like year and a half or 2 years, my God, I can't talk. But yeah, now that I'm getting into being smart renting, it's giving me anxiety, but I just need to do it, because the most anxious I've ever been in my life was when I moved out. I mean, both times. I moved to Berkeley first, and then I went to UC Santa Barbara, but I've never been more anxious. But Berkeley was not a good choice, hence why I did not graduate from there or even stay there. But Santa Barbara just ended up being like, wow, I like somewhere I would never regret going, and it was just amazing for me. So yeah, like something beautiful came out of being like genuinely sick with anxiety. But hopefully this changes soon. But I don't know. I'm every time I get outside, I get thankful. Like, I would just sit at the beach. It was right off the street I lived on. It was down Camino del Sur. You just kind of walked straight, and then you took a right on Del Playa, and you found Dev's Beach. That was just the spot, and there was just benches all over the cliffs, and then there was a staircase going down, And me and my friends would always get drunk, go to that staircase and the benches and everything. And so it was like a good like fun spot, like a good memory for me. But also just that walk, Coal Oil Point walk, it was just where I would go when I needed like to move my body and like just think. And yeah, that's what I love about the area. Like, it was just so walkable and community filled. And yeah, I do really like the walkability and the weather. It just made it like actually heaven on earth. And I do think I took it for granted a little, but me and my friend realized that. So our second year we tried to get out more, and we successfully did. So I do have such a positive outlook on that, even though a lot of negative happened. But I'm trying not to, I guess, ruminate on that too much, because it happened. There was really nothing I could do at the end of the day. But yeah, my mind was going to go there either way. I think I dealt with it fine. I realized what was happening and I tried to pivot, but there's only so much you can do when your brain's just altered that way, or your brain's just wired that way. And right now I'm kind of like regrouping, playing these games that I find so fun, and trying to reconnect myself with the things that used to bring me joy, because I tried to find joy in these things when I was like sad, and even recently, but I literally couldn't bring myself to A, pick it up and even try, and then B, like when I couldn't find it fun. Like, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I'm finding these things fun again, and I'm trying to get my spark back. Not that I need to be the exact same, or like stay the same person forever, but I know I find these things fun. I love it. So I'm trying to, find happiness where I know I have it. And yeah, I cannot believe I've said all this just about Animal Crossing, but it is true. And happiness is right in front of me too. It's the beautiful moon in the sky, and it's my beautiful dog Pearl. She's currently picking up bark from the floor. She's obsessed with chewing on wood right now, and I do keep a close eye on her. I've had dogs my whole life, so pretty new. She's a great listener, so if I say like, bad girl, like I'll be like, little loud, alert her, she'll drop it. But she's just super into getting sticks off the ground and just chewing on them. She doesn't eat them at all. She just like chews them up into bits, and so there's just basically splinters all over the floor. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm glad this is what she decided to do. I'm really glad. But yeah, usually when we're out here, she brings me her little tennis ball and we play fetch for literally however long she'll run. Most of the time she'll tell me she's done by laying on the ground, and she has just like the cutest positioning ever. Like, I just think she's the cutest ever. But she'll just come back up to me, handing me the ball whenever she's ready to go again, and I throw it. Like, it's just simple joys. But yeah, next month I low-key might try to vlog me getting, or like going LA apartment hunting, because it's just like a niche. Like, it's a niche. And I am very excited to do that. I'm obviously not excited for the amount I'm gonna have to pay in fucking rent, but I don't know. I'm looking... Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that motorcycle, but I don't know... Wait, I don't know what I was gonna say, but I'm not looking... No. I'm looking for the cheapest apartment that fits my requirements, and I'm low-key not willing to like move on any of those requirements. My main requirements are pets allowed, obviously, 2 parking spaces, and AC in laundry unit, or in-unit laundry. That's basically my there's a word for it, but I'm not gonna move on those non-negotiables. And so basically where that puts me is all the apartments that they show me are ballpark lowest probably 2.5k to maximum, there's no max honestly, but the like most reasonable maximum is 3.5k, which that's way too much. I absolutely could never do that. So we're obviously looking on the low end. So I'm gonna be looking really like every day, every hour of the day, because that market is just so fast. And literally the past couple months I've been looking, or like months, it's been like maybe a month and a half I've like had Zillow save the search, but yeah, they literally disappear so fast. It's insane. I don't even have time to like memorize any key details about the unit I like. It's gone. And of course it's not helpful for me because I'm looking after like the middle of September, obviously. So I can't really take any of these units and be like, oh my god, I love it. Boy, you cannot get it right now. So, you know, pacing myself, being patient, and I know something will come eventually when I'm ready. And I was telling my therapist, like, I'm obviously wanting to move out in September, but I'm not rushing it. I'm not going to move into some like a random apartment I don't even like with some sketchy like landlord just because I want to move there. I need to find not the perfect spot, just like a spot that's not shady and weird and that's like satisfactory to me and my sister. Anyway, but yeah, I'm almost done with this speed build, but I was watching the mid-offs championship in this, and dead ass, if you don't enjoy me playing Minecraft on the channel, that's okay, I guess. Minecraft won't be for everyone, but please go consume Minecraft content before you like don't click on it, if that makes sense. Please go consume it, because I swear it's the most addicting thing ever. I obviously grew up on Minecraft, so I'm biased, but I swear Minecraft is just probably one of the best games ever, and it's so entertaining, especially when you get into the world of speedrunning. Like, I didn't know all of this, and so I'm learning from these videos. I'm watching and I'm learning, and it's so fun. And so it's not going into my long-term memory at all, because I don't know if that even works anymore, but I love watching it because it's entertaining, and I'm like, ooh, let me write that one down, and then watch me go play, and it looks like it's my first day on Earth. Like, that's kind of my vibe, and so I just think it's so fun. But yeah, I'm going to recommend you guys go watch some fucking Minecraft and then come back and watch my videos, because wait, that's like setting me up for rage bait, but like I do suck at it, disclaimer, but like I'm trying to get better. I'm not trying to get speed running better, because I honestly don't think my PC could handle that, and I'm honestly too functionally slow to do that. I don't think I could do it. But I just want you guys to feel like half of the joy I feel when I watch a Minecraft speedrun, like, or like a championship like that, or like some streamer playing Minecraft. Like, I actually enjoy it so much. But yes, I'm gonna have to leave you guys soon. This is basically the end of the video. I'm done building. I planted my trees. I'm watching some fireworks, catching some bees, and yeah, this is what it looks like right now. I'm not gonna wait for the bushes to grow out in this video, unfortunately, just because I was time traveling already and I kind of didn't want to do it. But yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.